You're building an extension with a large roof lantern or roof light to flood your dream space with daylight. Or you've already built it. The sweltering heat from the sun is going to be a massive problem, and most roof lantern blinds are simply not up to the job. What should you do to keep you and your home cool? Welcome, I'm Steve Gargett, your WindowTreat specialist, and today I'm going to share with you how to choose the roof lantern blind or the roof light blind that will keep you cool. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you are on YouTube, then also click on the alert notification. That way, when I go live and release new content, you'll get notified.
Can we expect it to get hotter?
Well, it used to get to 28 degrees, and I think we all felt that was hot. Now we've had 38 degrees, that's 10 degrees more in a couple of decades. So expect temperatures to carry on rising over time. And also for these sweltering conditions to occur more frequently.
How much of the heat will be rejected with the roof lantern blind?
Well, that depends what fabric you choose. So if you take a fabric that's a dark fabric rather than a really good heat reflective one, you may get, I don't know, 5%, 10% heat gain rejection. Roof lanterns, a modern roof lantern has argon cavities. It's designed to keep the heat in. It has lowy coatings, sophisticated coatings designed to reduce the heat radiating out from the room into the atmosphere. So what we need to do is have a fabric that reflects the heat. It gets a bit sciencey, I'm afraid, but it's true. We have to reflect the heat back out the roof lantern at the same wavelength it came in. So either a mirrored fabric or a white fabric is best facing out, but again, with ours you can choose whatever colour you'd like underneath.
But Steve, how much heat is rejected with a good fabric?
Yeah, I didn't answer your question. Well, with the screen fabric and the reflective finish, we'll be rejecting just over 50%. So over half the heat is rejected with that fabric.
I'm particular about what colour I'd like. Will the colour affect the efficiency?
Oh yeah, well, lighter colours in general reflect more than darker colours. So normally it does really matter what colour you go with. However, with our range of fabrics for roof lantern blinds, it doesn't matter what colour you go for because the reflective surface on the outside is different from the colour on the inside. So we have got the most heat reflective fabric that I'm aware of in the UK on the outside, reflecting that heat back through the roof lantern, and on the inside you have whatever colour is your preference.
I would like a fabric with a matte finish. Is this possible?
Again, yes, I think I've just answered that. I hope you can have whatever finish, it will be matte. So if you have the screen fabrics, for example, that let the light through, then we have a mirrored finish on the outside, and you choose whatever matte coloured finish you would like to marry up with your furnishings or the wall colour or the floors, or just personal taste. Or with the blackout ones, it would be a white outer face to reflect the heat back out, and a matte finish inside.
Will this protect my furniture from fading due to the sun's radiation?
Well, when the blind is shut or partially shut, yes, it does protect it. Fading is caused by three main elements. The real bad boy of fading is the UV, ultraviolet radiation. That's 3% of the sun's rays coming through, but highly damaging. And with the blind shut, it will be rejecting the UV. Natural light is 25% of the problem, and with the blind shut again, if it's a blackout especially, you're eliminating all the light. If it's a screen fabric, you're reducing most of the light levels. And finally, the radiant heat landing, say, on a surface or on a sofa, on the paintwork, warms that surface maybe 20 degrees higher than the ambient air temperature. So, and that causes fading. So with our heat rejecting fabrics, you'll certainly be rejecting a lot of that heat and protecting your furnishings. So we would expect the rate of fading to be reduced by 3 or 4 times. And what that means in real life is your furnishings will stay looking newer for 3 or 4 times longer.
Could I just use air conditioning to combat heat rather than the blinds?
Oh, good question. I get asked this question a lot. And yes, air conditioning will cool the air temperature, which is fantastic. However, your roof lantern is getting 2 to 3 times more heat going through it than the bifold doors or the sliding doors. So that is the challenge. And directly underneath, you've got the radiant heat from the sun that can be 10, 20 degrees higher than the air temperature. And unless the air conditioning unit is pointing right at you, you will feel really hot. I would draw the analogy, let's say you're in your car. If you're driving along, often we have the air conditioning on and the air temperature is just fine. However, the heat streaming through the side windows makes us feel as if we're sweltering. Another example, let's take, when you're in the shade and you walk out into the direct sun, you can feel that 10 degrees or greater difference in temperature. The radiant temperature is much greater than the air temperature. Air conditioning units tackle air temperature, and the other way they help is by increasing the air velocity within your room to be more comfortable.
I have pets. Can I control the roof lantern blinds when I'm not at home?
Well, we're not expecting the dog to operate the remote control. So yes, there are sensors that can be applied to that. It's an option extra, but there are sensors controlling the temperature, registering the temperature, and also the heat, the light levels. So those sensors can operate the blinds independently whether you're at home or away. Alternatively, you can log onto your mobile phone and shut the blinds remotely from wherever you are, whether you're working in an office somewhere or visiting a friend.
Is the investment greater than if I were to choose any other fabric?
Life's full of compromises normally, isn't it? So what we've done with the metallized screen fabric is we've buy it in bulk and we market it at the same price. So yes, it is a much more expensive fabric than traditional fabrics. However, it's at the same price. We have a standard price across the board for all our fabrics. It's one and the same price. Although I'd say, you used the word investment, and that was very wise. It's not, I don't see it as a cost per se. Yes, you're having to invest, but you're getting something in return that makes you more comfortable, that increases the value of your home, and provides much greater enjoyment in your home. Well, thank you very much, and I hope that's been helpful.